Yup. Board that out. That means good morning, everyone. In Welsh. A natural break. No, I've pretty much not. I've not eaten or drinking anything apart from a coffee or actually, what else have I have? I've had a coffee and I've had 4 digestive biscuits this morning. So this is some fasted. We are. Yeah, we're full of we're full of biscuits. Morning, Vic. Morning, Ryan. Morning, chat. I bet you're fresh off seeing Phil spend some time in the red, and now you're here to see me spend some time in the grey. I'm blue. Cheers, Tom. Yes, Jack. Biscuits are the way forward. Particularly when you haven't eaten breakfast, and you know, you like, to be fair, I got up like quite late this morning. I'm trying to get a bit more sleep. I mean, on average, I get about 9 hours 20, 9 hours of sleep a night on average. So I usually wake up about 6:45. But today was different. Phil Lovett was my alarm clock this morning. So I didn't have breakfast. I just had what did I have? About an hour. Yeah, it was about an hour after I got up, and about 45 minutes before this. I was like, there's no time for breakfast. I'll just have biscuits and coffee. By the way, we're not racing, so you've seen me enter the Tour of New York. I'm not racing, by the way. Too early, Michael, too early. Yeah, it's going to be a steady ride, this. It's going to be a steady ride. How am I feeling? I feel fine. I feel absolutely fine. I just trying to get the sleepy dust out of my eyes. Yeah, I'm absolutely fine, to be honest. Aside from the overriding sensation of my heart just going boom, 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 boom. When I'm riding, it's more so because I've had the month off. And when you start riding after a month off and your heart rate hasn't gone over like 80 beats a minute for a long time, for obviously a month, it's like, it feels so weird in your chest. Your heart's just, you know, like, I don't know, well, you know what I mean, but it just feels very strange to actually like exert myself. So trust me, to start at the back as well, typical amateur move, but we're gonna see what happens in this ride. I'm just going to take it steady. Hopefully there's a good bunch of people who also just want to roll around and not cane it. Although there's quite a few hills on this course, isn't there? There's quite a few hills on this course. And also I'm going to get a big draft. So take the mileage off of it quicker. The kilometerage, the clicks. Take the clicks off. I might keep using that, actually. I like that. The clicks. I'm also working on a different trainer difficulty now, guys, as well. So, because I'm getting back into it, I'm now working at a higher trainer difficulty. So, just to also make the mind and muscle connection with just changing gear again. Because if I just ride at normal training difficulty, I usually go with like 40. If I do that now, in like a month's time when I get back on the road, well, hopefully before then, I won't know what change of gear is. So I need to get my mind-muscle connection back with that. Morning, Jason. Interesting, we're all still together. I wonder if double draft is on for this. I might need a power up. I might need a power up here. Do you know what's really fun actually, and I saw somebody mention it a couple of times in Phil's live stream earlier, is trying to do the least amount as possible, but still being in the group. So I did that on the Wahoo car ride the other night.
Adrian and Hannah have found another room for today, but they're going to let themselves in and fit it themselves. We don't need to be here.
Oh, okay, later this afternoon.
Yeah,
Right
so
on.
I'll clear that out there.
Alright, cool. Good timing of the aero power up there over the top. I make it sound so complicated. Oh, 100%, Johan, 100%. All natural. Like, I've obviously been there. I've obviously had this amount of time off before, but it's just been such a long time. Save the air for us for a minute. This is the thing, I now need the power-ups just to stay in the group. Forget the finish. Anyway, what was I saying? Well, Charlie rudely interrupted. Yeah, the Wahoo ride on Thursday. So, trying to stay with the group using the lowest watts per kilo was actually a really fun activity, and I wasn't doing it to obviously like prove a point or anything. I was trying to do it so that I didn't push too hard. And like, what's the lowest I can get away with without getting dropped from that group? It was still good fun, Vic, still good fun. So like now, I'm like, okay, I've got sliding room now. I've got sliding room. I can still see a big bunch of people behind me. What fear? Oh no, I'm not smashing it yet. I'm not smashing it yet. What do you mean, Phil? What do you mean? It was a weird one last night because it was on my calendar, but because I didn't have anything in the afternoon on my calendar, I completely, like usually I scroll down obviously, so I didn't see anything at the bottom of my calendar. So that was a proper noob mistake from myself. But I was supposed to be there at 7:30, so I had 5 minutes to spare, but I was like, I was spinning like far too many plates at the minute. And what with the oven going out up the duff yesterday. That's a Zach. I was actually wearing my ugly Christmas jumper until Zwift gave me this weird. My name's not even Tony. Why have I got Tony on my shorts? I'm out later. I'm not in later. I'm actually having Christmas meal later. Ah, I didn't know that, Michael. I wonder if I'll be able to use an example when we come to the top of this climb. Thanks for the ride on, Phil. Yeah, standard Zwift jersey, that's right, yeah. Morning Phil, morning Josh. I was actually comparing myself, and I said, be careful when you compare yourself. But I was comparing myself on Thursday night to like Quentin and Tim Fulford, the power to heart rate. So I know what I know what Q and Tim's max heart rate's like. I know what they can roughly ride at for threshold. And I was comparing my heart rate to my power and roughly what I can ride at. And thankfully, like, I guess you could probably guess this, but like, the higher your ceiling, the less, like, if you still drop a lot, you've still got a fairly good base to work from. So hopefully, even if I was to jump into an A race now, even with Q and Tim, I'd still be with them and I wouldn't get dropped, because it's a serious concern of mine, you know. It's not like, we don't all want to get dropped. And it's easy to forget, like where we all start from. Oof, heart rate drift, massive there. It should take about an hour and 15 minutes this route, should it? I have to turn my fan up a bit. I need to hang on with this group over the top, so this is it. So this is how I think about it. Technically there's a big group behind me as well, but ideally I'd rather be in a group slightly in front of me. Rob, you have my consent to go to bed. Right. Unlike most, I keep pedaling at the same power on the flatter section. There's bunching up quite a bit up there, obviously. So, ooh, trainer difficulty. Yes, Phil. Albert, you forget where I come from, buddy. I've been there, I get dropped. Can't use that one on me. Maybe some people forget that I started at that point once, and I'm a coach as well, so I see it every day. Okay, so a little push. See if I can just latch onto the back of this group as we come over the climb. There it is. There's the gap. Okay. I'm in the draft. How much do I weigh? About 61 kilograms in a minute. There we go. We've made that little split that I wanted, and you can see there's a bit of a gap behind now. So I'm in the bigger group. The other group is like 4 or 5 seconds behind. So yeah, Mr. Freddie Ovett, it's time for Legion. I said, finally someone recognises his talent and ability. Because I mean, well, that was scary. Yeah, finally someone, a team recognises his talent and ability, and there's some good things to come from it, because I think Israel have lost a rider there. He doesn't want to aero tuck today. I can't help weighing 60 kilograms. Yeah, I haven't been scouted through my WLC victory. Maybe they've got something against UK riders because they've won so many Grand Tours the last couple of years. Don't worry guys, we'll still keep plugging away. We're still looking for that World Tour contract. That's right, I do. That is right, and I've just seen your message. I've seen your message, so I will respond to that. I got my phone here. I won't respond to it now, but yeah, I've seen your message, buddy. Oh. That's funny, Mick. Yeah, I purposefully dropped out so that the WLC could have a star rider, a different star rider. That's a joke, by the way. Is it Zwift Academy Falls tonight? What time is that? Do you know, Zach? In the UK. 1:30 is, so my zone 1 is about 127, so that's the upper ceiling in my zone 1. But take that with a pinch of salt, because I don't know what my max heart rate is at the minute. Whew. But it's around about lower zone 2 then, 130. Cheers, I do. Do you do you have to pay for those blood checks, Phil? Do you know how much it cost? Because I mean, I've been thinking of contacting, like, there's a couple of teams in the UK who are sponsored by, like, what are they called? Oh, I can't remember what they're called now. And they take a sample, you send it in the post, blah blah blah. Alright, 7:30. I shall keep an eye out. We haven't quite broken the top half of this field. Actually, no, actually, I've never heard of Thrive. Fourth edge. That's the one. Is it fourth edge or active edge? No, fourth edge. That's the one I was thinking of. But I don't know. Phil, you get what most professionals don't even get. Overall health check. We'd be lucky to get any of that. Crazy, innit? Crazy what the teams like do and don't get nowadays. Ah, okay. Thriver is more like... Let me take a photo of that. Nice one, boys and girls. Thank you. You're educating. You are educating your man. Ah, Medichecks. That's the other one. Blimey, there's orange blobs everywhere, yeah? See if I can stay in this fun group. Not fun group. This group. Getting a bit of sweat on the upper lip now. I've got an aero, which is gonna make sweet FA difference up here, apart from over the top, so we'll see if we can get away with sucking the wheels. I'm looking around, most of them are doing like 3 watts per kilo, so we look okay at the minute. Morning, Simon. Sorry, pal. Missed your message, yeah. Do you know what I do? I don't use bloods. I just go off of good old-fashioned, how do I feel? Do I feel good today? Yes. Do I feel crap today? Yes. Think I could do that threshold there for today? No. Shall I give it a go? Yes. Oh, I completed it. Interesting. What did I learn from that? Uh-oh. Oh, there's a big unit there on my right. Oh, it doesn't look good. We're going, Charlie wants to do, well, Charlie doesn't. I've kind of said to her, we're going to do a veganuary. Because, influenced slightly by Vegan Cyclist and what he's done recently, and seeing his food and how he preps it, I'm like, that'll be an interesting thing to do. Plus, let me tell you the real reason why I've decided to take it on is because Wales is going to be in lockdown for most of January, so I thought that would make the time pass really well. That would make the time pass really well. Because then, I'd be like, I can't wait to drink some milk on February the 1st. Just as I say that, there's a guy just 3 places below me called Bacon. He's gin vegan. So if you saw that, shall I do cooking? Shall I show what we cook all the way through January? Yes, Phil. Yes, for sure. I will hit you up for recipes. So we can document that, can't we? Ah, interesting. Pescatarian in January. What was I going to say? On that flat section there, you can tell when some people are kind of not struggling, but maybe they've gone off a little bit hard at the bottom, and they're having to go from 3.5 watts per kilo to 1.5, and I just kept it 3. See how much of a difference it made when I just kind of went flying into the back of them. Oh, flipping heck. Hang on. Oh my word. The green team brainwashed me. Because the thing is, guys, I get messages, not so much on YouTube, but on Instagram, because of my Instagram stories. But people asking me like, you know, like, oh, you know, if I take a picture of my food or something, I'm like, oh, nice meal. Have you tried this? Have you tried that? And people are often very interested in what I'm eating and why and when. And to be fair, when we were up in Cardiff when Challenge in uni, we pretty much just ate nothing but fruits and vegetables because it was cheaper on a student budget than the meats and whatnot. So yeah. Hey Cadell, how you doing? Freddie with the com. I can't see the leaderboard. Freddie Ovett. Is Freddie riding it? No, I think he's racing the other thing, isn't he? What's a good brand for green drink? Well, Phil's a bit biased. We have another group here, look. And then there's a big gap because they're all strung out a little bit ahead of this group. So this is a chance. Oh yes, Toby, pancakes. Oh. So if I can just find a little blob here at the top of this climb, that'll be ideal. Oh yeah, Freddie Ovett is top of the board. That's weird, isn't it? What a coincidence that I'm sandbagging at the back here and Freddie's just ripping people a new one at the front. And it used to be, I used to be up there. I used to do that. I quite like it, to be honest. I quite like the fact that I've been knocked down a peg or two. It makes me so motivated. So motivated. January's going to be so much fun. You're going to love January. As a viewer, you're going to love January. If you're racing against me in January, oh, good luck, son. Good luck. Okay. I've made a bit of a group, but it's not a massive group, so I'm just going to back off a tad. That other group capture. Nice one, Vic. Oh, Phil, you can't say that. You're biased, man. You're biased. You can't say PRP. Because that's like me saying, oh, science is sport. The best green drink you can get, is like if you buy a load of veggies in a supermarket and put them in a blender and drink it. I think that's the best green drink. Tommy. I'm looking forward to. Well, I assume I assume, I don't know, I assume we're still riding in, we're still riding in Division 1, I'm assuming. The Wahoo calls him. Jeez, Island Nug. Oh, I can see a lot of smack talk in the chat for January. People can't wait to race against me. Do you want to race against me when I'm coming back? You don't want to race against me when I'm at full fitness. We're joking. I'm joking. No, if anything, I would love to race against you guys because you will be part of hyping me up and getting me back to where I should be. You know, so to race against you guys who are technically stronger than me right now, that would be the best thing for me. Because you'd push me, you'd push me, you'd push me, you might break me, I might get dropped. But to me, that would just keep bringing me back, you know. I'm sure a lot of you will, you know, those of you that race, you'll know where I'm coming from with that. You know, you've been there coming back and you almost want to ride with people who push you. Yeah, I'm a little bit impressed with this. Oh, Rob. You're not sponsored by the Bill. Yeah, but you've used them for 6 years. I've never been a fan of powders or supplements, really. As you could probably tell. I mean, it all depends, really. I mean, if I'm in the middle of a stage race or something like that, 100% I've been known to take, you know, multivit every day. Vitamin C I stay away from at a stage race because of the recovery side of things. What else is there? Oh yeah, just whey protein. Well, not whey protein, but like the protein and carb recovery drinks. And pretty much the only supplementation. But I'm the type of person who, like, I'd have to eat something to, like, feel like I'm getting the benefit from it. I'm even a little bit thing about, like, multivits because it's like a tablet. And I look at it and I'm like, how can you possibly, and I know that science is science, but I'm like, how can you possibly be benefiting me? It's just me. That's just me, guys. Like, I would just prefer to eat an orange or something. Plus, I'm also getting the calories from it as well. So the orange would fill me up a little bit. So then I can go on to the next race or something. Oh, Zach, that's definitely going to happen in the new year, mind. You're definitely going to drop me on a climb. Weirdly, it won't be a short one because my short-term power is very, very good when I come back from, like, time off the bike because of the freshness. The freshness is through the roof. By the way, my CTL on Training Peaks now. Let's have a little guessing game. What do you think my CTL is now? About a month ago, it was about 75 or something like that. So let's see if we can guess where you think my CTL is right now. Now, obviously, I've been riding a little bit the last week, but still nothing crazy, obviously. Keep drinking, keep drinking. 24. Good guess. Good guess. 10. Not quite. It's not quite that bad. What you going so low for? That's a good shout, Josh. That's a good shout. Yeah, my CTL, good guesses guys, actually, good guesses. My CTL currently is 34. 34, so yeah. Good educated guesses in the chat, fair play. 34 is my CTL. And technically it's still declining because of how little I'm riding. Like even this week. So, hence why the Festive 500, I'm going to be keeping super low intensity. Because if I increase the volume as much as that, versus, well, and increase intensity, the ramp rate's going to be like huge. So I've got to be a little bit mindful of that. When I'm confident enough, Josh, my CTL will build far more than that. Like I said in my recent video, it depends how mature you are in your training, like how many years you've been training for. Because I can probably handle like a ramp rate of like 10 to 15 for 2-week blocks, and then I'll then back off for a week. I'd probably do 2-week overloads. 1 week rest, 2-week overloads, because that'll give me a chance to improve at a quicker rate actually than a 3-week block. Because my recovery obviously won't be as good at this level, but my ability to overload will be greater because obviously I'm much fresher. I don't really care what's happened to our food in the last 30 years. I prefer to eat calories. It's only December, we have to remember. It's only December, we have to remember. We've got some Zwift racing to do in January, which will serve as well as part of that build. Maybe just eat organic fruit and veg. That should get out from that maybe. Anyway, we're not here to cause an argument or a lecture on nutrition. Definitely, Jason. Yeah, definitely. There's Freddie. Up. Oh my word, they're doing 6.5 cent watts per kilo. Flipping heck. Yeah, my parents have got a huge garden. We used to be self-sufficient for years. Homegrown veg and wonky veg. Misshaped veg. Am I doing the tour Zwift? Probably. Yeah, Phil, when you sell up and you move down to Exmoor, you can grow me all my veg and send it to me in the post. Therefore, we can have optimal performance. Look at that. That comment by Josh. I'm just chuckling at everyone holding stupid watts per kilo. You don't see them on Eurosport. Oof. Oof. Flip the heck. There's a reason, guys. That winds me up so much, that comment. You're not working today then, Phil? You got a day off? Yeah, I know the good life. All the old sitcoms you can quiz me about till the cows come home, because I'll trump you on all of them. Well, not all of them, they have to be in my era. People were messaging me going like, you know that moustache picture of you? Do you know what that's from? I'm like, what do you take me for? Blimey. It's well before my era, but I was brought up on them. I was raised on all of them. Every Saturday, over at my grandparents' house, watching Only Fools and Horses reruns, Open All Hours, Dad's Army, Rising Damp. What do you take me for? Is that someone else to do? Margot. Jerry! Jerry! Well, I tell you what, our live stream viewers have absolutely plummeted over the last month. 85 currently watching, and I wonder if people like actually join to watch me smash races and I don't know, do EDMODE. I think people are going to be turned away even more when I show up to my first race and get binned. And the people that haven't watched these live streams are going to be wondering what the heck has happened to me. A little bit. It's got me down to a certain extent. The fact that people aren't as interested in actually things that are more relevant to them than me doing high performance. Maybe it shows priorities. I don't know. Like I'd say like Phil had a good show this morning, 180 people. And mine have just, I think everybody's gone over to watch Phil. Everyone's going over to watch Phil. Everyone's left me. Yes, Niels. Indeed. Also, maybe it was the work with Ed videos I was doing that put people off. Not that they've unsubscribed, just not watching. Weirdly, subscribers have grown, but people aren't watching. Just funny, and I know which age group I'm talking to here in the chat. I know the demographic, but a lot of those comedies, just like Rising Damp, have been completely swiped and like thrown under the bus because of being racist, like non-PC, and it's like, it's incredible actually. Like the jokes in Are You Being Served, like they're pretty like, yeah, if you show that to like, I don't know, 15-year-old nowadays, they'd be like, what? What is this? Do you know what I mean? Let's see if the viewers have gone up now since I mentioned that. Oh, 91. Maybe they're coming over from your live stream, Niels. I thought you said you weren't getting an operation, Phil. You'll have to let me know in advance, mind. Don't let me know on a live stream. You have to let me know in advance. I don't want to find out on a live stream or on a video. I need to know these things. I can plan accordingly for you then. And I can get to work on, if that is the case, plan in February, March, well March, well in advance. Oh, look at Keith go. Keith has just flown past us. Well, we cracked the top 400, look. Which I was not expecting. Hey, if those 12 are core followers, then you've done well, Niels. I doubt I'd get the KOM on Box Hill. It's far too shallow. And people have raced up there in a bunch, so the speeds will be insane. I'm also not a KOM hunter. A com hunter. I don't know if Scott's watching. I'm definitely not a com hunter. I take comms doing training if I'm doing an interval that needs to be done, but I am well known for doing my intervals up a climb, and even though I'm on for the KOM, I stop about 30 seconds short of it because that's when my interval's finished. I don't keep going to the top. I'm well known for it. Yeah, 7 per kilo FTP. I don't think that'll be happening. 7 per kilo 20 minutes will definitely be happening. Especially if I bounce back from COVID. Oh, nice one, Vic, nice one. They're printed in Glasgow, actually. They're printed in Glasgow. Yeah, I won't do it with a draft. I won't do it with a draft. That won't be fair. He'd have to be mano a mano hill climb fashion. Imploded. What do you mean a group run? I don't know, the Leith Hill, they're all too short, see? They're all too short. They're all too short for me. I'll do them, but I wouldn't expect anything spectacular. Why not, Albert? Why not? Oh, yeah. Set him up with kill time, yeah. Yeah, I'm doing it, Jason. I'm doing it, yeah. I don't know which one I'm doing yet, though, which route. Probably the Ultra again. I've got unfinished business with it. Hopefully it's not as boiling hot as it was last year. This year, rather. Hera, you're missing a lot. Surely you must have known that I was ill. Or are you new here? My max heart rate is different now because I've been ill and I've had 4 weeks off the bike. My max heart rate is probably more around like 200 beats per minute now. So all of my zones have like moved up. My heart rate and everything. Nothing's settled. It's all very weird. And my FTP is in 360, it's 325. I know it says that down below. But this is what the chat's for. This is what the chat's for. Yeah, the Ultra does an Everest, yeah. Good. So if I do the Everesting World Record, next year, hard to believe right now. That'll be, the Everesting record would be a good training session for the Ultra. To be honest, Michael, I'd say, well, it depends. It depends what you want. Do you want cycle paths or do you want hills? Or do you want both? FTP's always changing, put that on a t-shirt. Yeah. No, we're not, Thomas. We're doing it every day for that whole week. Oh, blimey. What would I do if I did a 10-minute hill? Well, I wouldn't do it on 10-minute hill. Unless it was really steep. I have no idea what I'd hold. I'm so detached from numbers right now. Well, that's what we're going to do, Tommy. We're going to do a little tour of the UK to find the right hill that people have recommended. We'll have a go at them and then see. Collect some data. Hills and scenery. Well, that's what the pros call it, Albert. It'd be ideal prep. I know Mandy did an Everesting and it took her like 14 hours, but it was great prep for the 12-hour National 12-hour TT Championships. Great prep. Which she did 4 weeks later. And she came fifth woman. Wahoo Christ, yeah. Have to do it together, Jace. Bilach, yeah. Ah, nice one, Spin Diesel. I think you're looking at over 5 watts per kilo though for the Everesting record now. You know, for hours and hours and hours. Oh, I'm done. I'm done. That was actually more intense than most of the rides I've done. I am done. So I did an hour and 15 the other night, Thursday night, but with less intensity than this. So by doing less than an hour today, but slightly more intensity. Do you want me to keep streaming these types of rides, or are you not bothered? Yeah, only 5 up to go up there, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure like me streaming it will help because I'm in quite a bad place at the minute, mentally, and it'll keep me doing it. I just got to get over, like, just got to dig in and get through this period. Thanks, guys. We've all been there, but oh, it's so demoralising. The chat just keeps me going, especially when I can't ride with anybody outdoors. So riding with you, well, technically I'm riding with you because I'm chatting with you. Is a massive help, mentally, not physically. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Festive 500 rides. If you wanna do some races, or if you wanna, you know, clock up your mileage with Phil at a far higher tempo, then you can do that. I think me and Scott will be Me and Scott will be sweeping the back, I think. I can drop from the roof. Here, I've got the kit. 2.7 watts per core, 132. I'll have a look at the graph in a second. Not that there's much to show you, but I'll have a look at it nonetheless. Make sure to like the stream, guys. There's not as many of you here, so the likes go even further to help. I want to see at least 70 likes in there because there's 80 of you watching. I've rounded up to an hour. Oh no, we're turning up to a climb again. It's just perfect timing. Oh. Oh, is it going to be bang on? Not quite, is it? 1 hour on the nose. That's made my day. Another day done. Right. Quick look at the graph. I don't want to look at that. It's bad enough as it is. Thanks, Natasha. Thanks, Rob. Alright, cheers, guys. Thanks for watching. Nice bit of blue. Nice even distribution of blue. Every now and again. Nice and all though. Enjoy your spin. Smile when you get on, it helps. Cheers, Jason. Thanks, Ryan. Thanks, everyone. Zach, you'll have to... Are you streaming? You'll have to start streaming now then. Yeah, Michael. Alright, I'm gonna... thanks, Spin. I appreciate that. Yeah. Really appreciate it. How long are you riding for, Zach? Sounds like it's a big one if you're putting a Christmas film on. Present wrapping. Lovely. Nice, guys. 65 likes. Thanks for that. Cheers. We'll see you. We'll see you. See you tomorrow. Stream tomorrow. I might stream tomorrow. And then, yeah, you've got a lot to look forward to over the festive period for live streams and videos. So, have a good day, everyone. Thanks for watching. See you soon. If I don't see you, Merry Christmas. Have a great New Year.